Hey guys, Lord here, back in with another action figure review, and today we'll be continuing our looks at the DC Multiverse Aquaman Lost Kingdom wave, with, I'm guessing anyways, the main villain of the movie, Black Mantas. That said, this of course brought to us by the fine folks over at McFarlane Toys, who are going to remain fine folks despite the fact that this guy's accessories are total weak sauce, because you only get these thruster thingies for his backpack, which is fine, they're cool, but look at his hands. Just look at these hands. They are dang near pointy finger hands. They are so trigger fingery. So I think what I'm gonna have to do is hook this guy up with some blasters from the weapons pack, because that's just what these hands look like. They look like they need to hold a blaster. Now, one thing you can do is you can swipe King Kordax's trident here, and, well, let's take him off a hockey puck display stand we're used to seeing with all McFarlane Toys releases. You can swipe King Kordax's trident here. You can slide it in the hand and give him this. He does use this in the movie quite frequently, but unless you have King Kordax, you're not going to get this. So taking that away, I'll show you how to put his thruster thingies in. Kind of give them a push, and they will snap in there. They ain't going anywhere. This side's a little looser, but there you go. You could snap them in there. They look good. Not gonna lie, but yeah, that's all you get with him. You don't get like any weapons or fist hands, which is a bunch of baloney. I don't know why he doesn't even come with fist hands. I don't know if there's another figure you could swap the hands out with, but that's your lot. That's all you get. Now, as far as articulation on this guy, his head actually gets decent range. You can look down pretty far. You can look up a decent amount. Be mindful of the tubes. Don't push too hard on the backward area. That might not end well. He can rotate side to side just fine, despite those tubes being there. He also has pretty good tilt. And then as far as the shoulders go, they can go up, they can go down, they can rotate around. He's got that beautiful butterfly rotator cap thing, which is kind of hindered on this guy. It's not the best, but I mean, trying to get it up all the way. I think his shoulder peg should have probably been a smidge longer, so you could pop his shoulders up all the way and hinge the arms down, but that is what it is. As far as the rest of the arm goes, he's got the bicep swivel, he's got the double jointed elbow, which again, not the most attractive thing ever. He does have ball hinge wrists, however. Those work just fine. He's got this crazy wrist piece. I don't know if that's some kind of weapon or not. He does have diaphragm joint, which mostly leans back, because of course it does. It's a McFarlane release. You want it to go forward, go after yourself. It does rotate, however, and tilt a little bit. But it's a butter smooth joint, but it's not floppy loose. Like, look at that. It's not like flopping all over the place. So I'll give him that. I'll give him his flowers. He does have waist twist that does work pretty well. And then his legs. His legs are really the only place I got an issue with. Because not for nothing, they just kind of push themselves back down. And then they do rotate forward and back. He does have a thigh cut that's actually decent on both sides. But getting his legs to go in and be kind of straight is scientifically impossible. He's always kind of doing this weird, I gotta take a whiz pose, which kind of sucks. Takes me out of it a little bit. But what are you gonna do? You're gonna complain about it like a twerp on the internet. Double knee, not the worst knee we've seen. And then he does have the ball hinge ankles, which will rotate, hinge, pivot, and then he's got the toe joints. There. But I like this figure a lot. I think if you want a classic, like Super Friends, Superpowers inspired Legion of Doom setup, this is your only option. Like, this is the Black Manta to get. And I think you could still find him. He's not like the easiest to track down. I know I got him on sale on Amazon, which is more than I could say for Amazon nowadays, because they got a whole lot of nothing. But I like this figure a lot. I think he's cool. I think almost every Black Manta figure, like, really is a home run. Because I got the old Mattel one. I got the other Mattel one from that Total Heroes line. And then I got the McFarlane version of that. Same suit from Page Punchers. Then I also have the Mattel version of Black Manta from the first Aquaman movie, which would have been cool to see McFarlane's take on that, but since they're losing the license, I doubt they're going to waste any time revisiting that, which sucks, because I wanted them to do Ares from the first Wonder Woman movie, because the Ares we got looks nothing like Ares from the movie. Surprise, surprise. So, with that being said, it's time now that we move right along, take a look at some size comparisons. First up, here's good old Black Mantatas, alongside a couple other characters from this Aquaman Lost Kingdom wave. We have Aquaman himself, we took a look at yesterday. Check that review out if you haven't already. Really appreciate it if you did. And one we've yet to check out, but we'll be checking out tomorrow, so stay tuned for that. We have King Kordax, who is low-key DLC for this Black Manta figure, but more on that when we talk about him again tomorrow. But like I said in the Aquaman video, I think the scaling is fine. I'm assuming King Kordax, being a king and being a Kordax, whatever that means, is supposed to be a little bigger, especially if he's a villain. I like that he's imposing. And then Black Manta being just a dude with a crazy helmet. It's about neck and neck with Aquaman. Aquaman being an Atlantean should be taller than just a dude, minus the crazy helmet. So I think they all work just fine. Getting these two out of the way though, so we can make way for our two regulars. Mythic Legion's brother Mandibulith, and the infamous 11 Spawn, who is about neck and neck with good old Black Mantatas here, aka David. Just David. I don't know his last name. It's never really said what his last name is, but yeah, he is a dude with a crazy helmet, so that tracks, I suppose. So with that being said, it's time now that we wrap things up with some final thoughts. Overall, and aside from the King Kordax DLC, you'll need to really, quote-unquote, complete this figure. More on that tomorrow. I think the good old Black Mantata here is by far the best offering from this Aquaman Lost Kingdom set of figures from the fine folks over at McFarlane Toys, especially if you're wanting to build a more Super Friends, Superpowers inspired Legion of Doom. This is a pretty classic look for the character, which is surprising because don't the movies usually, I don't know, make comic characters look hella boring? Not in this case. Even in the first movie design's case, I thought that was pretty cool and more reminiscent of how he looked in the Young Justice series in the early 2010s, late 2000s. So With that being said, hope you guys enjoyed this review. Until next time, catch you guys later.